let's talk about consultation, because this is the make it or break it conversation. This is the defining moment of you losing sleep over the person's hair or you resting easy, knowing you help someone feel more beautiful. Having a great consultation is almost an art, and it's going to sound and feel different for each stylist because we are unique and we offer unique experiences to our guests. I'm going to give you some basic fundamentals for your consultation, but take what you can and make it your own. Okay, number one is to be present. I know in the beginning your anxiety monster creeps in and causes you to black out and nod in agreement, but this is your time for you and your guests to get on the same page about the plan for their look. This is when you set expectations and ask the right questions to really dissect what it is that they're asking for. Remember, you are the professional and they don't know what they are talking about. It is your job to educate them on what they're asking for and what it means as far as process, cost, and maintenance goes. We have to act as translators to help them understand what they're asking for. It's very important to be intentional about this step. Get a plan and stick to it. Practice makes perfect. It will come more and more naturally the more you do it. What we found helps our new stylist is an iPad consultation. So we made a whole Google form that walks you through the important questions to ask, as well as word-for-word scripts that you can use, including verbiage to terminate service if you get red flags. Because I love you and us hairstylists should say no more often, I've linked my verbiage for ways to abort mission for free in the description. If you want the full consultation form done for you, I have it for sale also in the link below. And it's yours forever. Plus, you can modify it to fit your needs. Okay, my second point is to be honest and consider their lifestyle. Really under-promise and over-deliver. Everyone's hair and hair history is different. Explain to your guests that you will do your job, but it's up to their hair to do the rest. And then, especially when it comes to lightening the hair, let them know that the integrity of their hair is number one, and you won't do anything that would compromise their hair. Guests love knowing that they are in good hands. This conversation brings them down to earth because all of a sudden the platinum card Pinterest girl's hair isn't relevant if it means damaged hair. I see too many stylists look at an inspo picture from a guest and say, okay, all right, let's go mix up. No, it is our jobs to let them know what is even possible and what it means for them as far as maintenance goes. Or maybe it's going to take several sessions to get there. That's the shit they need to know before proceeding. I was reading reviews of other salons in my areas to see what other people loved or didn't love about their experience. One guest left a review saying that the color she wanted wasn't achieved at the end of the appointment, and the stylist made her feel dumb by saying, well, of course not, you can't get that blonde in one session. This is a massive miscommunication because they're both right. But that stylist should have explained that from the jump, so the expectations could have been managed. Also, can we just make a pact right now as professional stylists that we will not proceed with a service that we don't know how to do? What if you went to the doctor to get a mole removed and he was like, yeah, I can do that. But really, he's only ever watched YouTube videos about it and thinks he can just practice it on you. You'd be pissed. And it's a double whammy, because if they don't like what you did, do you think they're gonna pay? And they definitely are gonna warn others to also not trust you. This happens a lot with new techniques. I love that our industry is ever evolving and there's always something new to try, but try it on a mannequin or another stylist or someone who knows you are experimenting. A guest will respect you forever if you say, honestly, I'm not that familiar with that technique or method and I need to practice it more before I feel comfortable having you pay for this service. But I know so-and-so that specializes in this and she might be a better fit. It's a way better game plan to bless and release than it is to have an upset guest. And then grab a dang mannequin and experiment your little heart out, because we are stylists and it's fun to play with new techniques, but you need to get it down first before debuting it on a guest. All right, third point, budget. Sticker shock is a huge reason why people don't come back. It's uncomfortable for everyone when y'all aren't on the same page for pricing. I like to give my guests an option, a higher ticket with all the bells and whistles, or a lower cost service that gets most of the important items checked off the list. This allows them to have a choice and manages, once again, expectation. Figure out what is the most important change they want to see and work backwards from it. For example, if I have a blonde guest that goes 16, maybe 12 to 16 weeks between her blonding sessions, because my lived-in techniques make for a great grow out. If she comes in with 3+ inches of grow outs, she wants touched up, plus she also feels like her ends are feeling dull, my conversation would depend on how much time I had. For example's sake, we will say I have no one after her. I would give her a couple options, assuming that her ends were strong enough to handle lightener. I would say, okay, Lauren, what's your budget for today? I have you down for a blonding session, which includes everything you need for a touch-up on the roots, but if you also want to see more brightness throughout your ends, that'd be an additional blank amount of dollars for a wet balayage or hand painting tip out. Plus, an extra however many dollars for a deep conditioning treatment, because in good faith, I cannot hurt your ends without giving them something for replenishment. Or we can touch up your roots today and make another appointment about halfway through your next root touch-up where we just focus on your ends. Our blonding sessions come with 3 ounces of lightener, however, we choose to spread it. So maybe you tell her another option could be that you just refresh the money piece and tip out the ends in the front. This will ensure that y'all are on the same page as far as pricing goes. A pro tip is to talk retail during the budget conversation. This will plant the seed from the beginning that you care enough about their home care to maybe not go for the big blonding session if that means they can't take home the necessary products to keep it up. Our guests don't know what they don't know. That's why it's our job to tell them what they need to have at home to keep their hair fresh and in great condition. I explain it to them like it's getting insurance for the color that they just dropped a bag on. I've had several guests tell me that their stylist didn't tell them they couldn't keep using their Pantene and their color just washed out. Wouldn't you be mad at a doctor if they cut off that mole but didn't give you any wound care instructions? I think us as hairstylists don't want to feel like we're pressuring them to make a sale, but we have got to change our mindsets on this. It's okay if they say no. Most of them will. But you did your part by educating them on what they need to do at home. To be honest, they want to know. In the words of Jenna Marbles, us women are goo hoarders. We want the ooey gooey. We want the smell good stuff in the pretty bottle. But they want you to tell them what would work best for their hair. The consult is a great time to find out their pain points with their hair and offer solutions. Not only will they thank you for helping them, but it will solidify you as the expert. Okay, I could probably go on forever, but I know your attention span is waning. So what did we learn from today? The key to all successful relationships is communication. I hope this helped you get a better game plan for your salon consultations. If you got value from this video, drop her a like and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. I'm so excited for you and your beauty industry journey. Now that you know how to have a great consultation, watch this video where I break down what to talk about for the rest of the appointment. And remember, I have the full consultation form available for you for $25. Link in the description. See you on the next one. Bye.